Hi, welcome to Buzz, Indiana's underground business voice. My name's Tony Selzo. We are here at Bar Louie's at Clay Terrace. I've got Jeff Moe in the studio with Maxx Merchants, and Jeff's just started. Doing new company.
Yes.
How long now?
We started this. My partner and I started this in October of last year.
October last year,
Yes.
so kind of in that first year.
Yep. For
And
sure.
and you're a credit card processor,
That's right.
but you've got some unique things that you do.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we're working in a market space that has a lot of competition for sure.
Amen. Yeah.
And some of the stuff that I think gets us ahead of that competition is number one, we can because my partner and I own the business, we
Yeah.
can be very competitive on rates.
Sure.
And then secondly, I think what we've found as we've developed this business is that there's a lot of confusion on the side of the merchant as they're accepting these cards and getting their monthly statements. Is, what am I looking at? It's broken down in so many different ways that it becomes confusing. So our goal is to bring total transparency to that, so they can start to understand.
Kind of get naked, show them what they're actually paying for, show them why the rates are the way they are. God forbid, advise them on how they could get their pricing down.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And there's a lot of different solutions that are out there, and a lot of times merchants will jump on board with a processor because they've been attracted by a free machine and low processing. But what they don't understand is that they're gonna pay for that machine,
and probably
many
3 or
times
4.
over.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
So, how did you get into this? I mean, what made you want to get into credit card processing?
You know what? I think both my partner and I have always worked in consultative type businesses, and we've been business owners, and we've kind of seen a lot of the challenges that they go through. And there's always a component of how do I make a positive difference for my bottom line?
Sure.
And this was something that came across our radar late last year. And really, it was just something very attractive, a new way that we could go in and interact with smaller businesses, and some larger businesses as well, on how they can increase that bottom line and make a positive difference in how they're doing business.
So it's kind of a hot topic right now. Everybody's looking to figure out how they're going to squeeze more blood out of that stone, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And you guys have some real world solutions to do it. And what we're talking about is discount rates, right? I mean, is that kind of what it comes down to?
Yeah, I mean, again, you're very correct in saying, especially now when the marketplace is a little bit more difficult for companies to make a profits. They're always looking for those opportunities to cut those costs, and so a lot of times that's at the forefront of what we're going to provide to them. So as we go in to communicate with them, hey, it's an easy process. Let us take a look at what you're currently paying, and then see if we can make a positive difference for you here in the way that you're processing and what you're paying for that processing.
Now, Jeff, who have you? I know you guys have kind of early in your development, but who have you determined is really, what's a perfect client look like for you?
A perfect client would be, I know we really have tried to focus on a target market, which we know is very, very important. It's vitally important, and understand who we're going after. And as we kind of looked at this thing, we've broken it down into a couple categories. Number one is e-commerce. So we've done quite a bit of work over the past several months trying to get on the same table, get on the same side of the table as a lot of web development shops in town. And help them understand that, number one, we offer a great e-commerce solution for them that they can bring to their clients that they're developing their web pages for, and we can save money all around.
Awesome.
So that's one area that I think we're very, very competitive, that we're looking to specialize. And then secondly would be your plastic surgery centers, your orthodontists, your dentists. These are sometimes people who the risk on the whether or not they're being defrauded on a transaction is much lower, because they're working with they're working with that client on a very detailed basis, and so there's a lot of trust in that relationship when they're handing that card across the table. We do really, really well there. Another place that we do very well, which is a pretty broad target market, is for smaller companies as well. Companies that may have never processed before, because they didn't feel like they were doing large enough numbers to be able to handle the costs.
To take on credit cards is
Absolutely.
a way to take risk. Just to a testimony on that, my dad owns a liquor store, And early on, when we started taking credit cards, he saw a 15% bump in sales, just because of the ability to take on credit cards. So if you're thinking about, can I take cards or credit cards as a solution, it's an easy way to grow your business because it provides you more access to more customers.
Absolutely.
Right off the gate, you're bringing more people in budget. You're turning non-customers into customers.
Yes.
And I think that it's an important strategy for anybody trying to grow a business out there to know that yes, the ability to take on credit card sales is a great way to grow your business.
Absolutely. And in that same vein, in somebody that's taking on credit card payment capability for the first time, a lot of times those companies or those businesses will have 30, 60, 90-day accounts receivables out there. Especially in these economic times, the people that they're providing service to aren't coming due with what they owe. And so being able to accept credit card as a payment solution for them can totally eliminate that.
Great example of that is an advertising solution that has that I helped work with, that redid his contract that say, you're here, you're 45 days, or we ding this card that you've signed your name on. And now they know that they're getting paid in 45 days because it's gonna go through on the card.
Yep.
And it really just revolutionized the way they did business.
Yep.
And now he's going in marketing to get the card. He knows he's got this base built that is being dinged by this credit card, and is really changed his cash flow dynamically just from that ability.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's circle back, because there's a couple things that one of the most important questions we ask you is, who are you looking to network with? And you identified two spaces. One was web application development companies. Great strategic alliances for you may be the guys over at SpinWeb. Michael over there is a great connection. They both do a great job at networking. They really understand the power of strategic relationship. Joe Russell at eImagine, giving him a plug. I just got off the phone with him. Would be another good person for you to network with. Other web companies that might be a good fit are Jill Harding. In her company, she does a lot of light web, but that entry level. Those would be another good strategic relationship for you to put together. John Nichols at Visual Blaze. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of them.
JDR Web Solutions, who was just on the buzz here before you. Another good strategic relationship that we put together. And really what you're starting to see is, finding these people that are 1 degree off your client is really the most powerful way to grow your business. We would call that channel marketing, and there's a great class by a really good instructor in Rainmaker University that's channel marketing. I'm kind of smirking because I teach the class.
Oh, I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good.
But it's mediocre, but I try. So that could be a whole channel that you could strategically develop to help grow your business. And then the other channel for you that I think you guys are looking at are what we would call VDoc, which is veterinarian doctors, optometrists, chiropractors. And you one of the things, the disciplines that we try to teach people at Rainmakers is market specifically and then sell generally. And there's a good example of you building your network specifically to market and grow these relationships. And I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's we've kind of had a three-pronged approach to gaining momentum, and that certainly is one of them, is affiliate relationships.
Sure.
One more space where we really have been working diligently is in the off-site CFO or bookkeeping type companies.
Okay.
So these are companies that are very privy to exactly what their clients are paying for everything coming through their business, because they're doing the books, and we've already been able to create some strategic alliances with those types of companies as well. So
awesome.
That's a good thing.
It makes a lot of sense. We're glad to have you as a member.
Yeah.
You've been Buzz. Appreciate having you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.